I don't either.
Can we get another closet, please? Thank you.
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. Can you guys summon me back? I'm gonna go change talent real quick.
Well, see, if you were on the server, I could give you one of these tomes.
I have a tome. We're still summoning, so that saves having to use one. You know?
I'm just giving you a heck.
Still had my.
Okay, that was
a lot.
That was odd. When you phased out after you harshed, it popped up like your character disappeared, and there was like an image of Varian Rin standing there for a minute. It was weird. Yeah. I don't know if your tune's haircut is similar to what Rin's was back in the day, but it looked like Varian Rin when you phased out.
That's cool.
Is there something you're not telling us there, Joe?
Nope.
I'm gonna have to clip that out of my. Oh no, I'm not even streaming yet, so I can't clip it out. Dang it.
Well, I guess my secret is still safe then.
I'm watching you.
Switch to human form real quick. I want to see if it was just showing your human form.
Hold on, I don't keep that on the toolbar. I gotta dig it out.
No, it had a different haircut when you phased out.
You trying to say he should do it again?
Just odd.
Yeah.
He's secretly King Rin. He faked his death and he's masquerading around with us, raiding.
I'm just another hero of Azeroth. That's all.
Allegedly.
We are all heroes of Azeroth. Don't you guys
No.
read the storyline?
I'm saying.
Can't fool me.
Well done, hero.
But Tap can be fooled.
Oh, no. I just got away from it before I ate more of it. Saw a feast of the fishes. Although it is kind of fun to be a fish for a little while.
Actually, it totally kills my game.
I'm gonna just portal over to where I can mount and then come right back, so no need to summon me.
You can just use the teleporter.
Yeah, the teleporter behind.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Just don't get lost.
Not sure yet, Aqua. Maybe.
Right now I'm showing 20 people in the group with 3 healers, so it's a possibility.
Yeah. I think it's 19 people, but
Well, there's one that's not in range, so I think when she gets, I think it shows in range, doesn't it?
maybe you're seeing in range. I don't know. I see group 1, 2, and 3 full, and then there's 1 and 4 and 3 and 6, 19. So 19. But yeah, we might do. It'd probably be good to do another healer with this many.
Yeah, I think so.
So it sounds like a yes.
Yes.
Yep, I'd say go ahead and switch Aqua. That'd be good.
Oh, you're so disappointed, like, not.
Hello.
Oh, now Shepard's on.
Oh, Shepard.
Am I muted?
You were. Until just
Oh
now.
my god. I was like, dude, I'm right here. What the fuck am I invisible?
Guys, we're supposed to talk to her yet?
Yeah, she's. Next time she comes on and says I'm muted, just everybody ignore her for a minute, and then we get to hear what she's saying. Then we get to hear all the. Why can't they hear me? I see my light on.
What's going on?
think something's wrong with Shaba now.
Shepard, I don't know how many times we watched your little dog
so
episode
good.
from last night.
It was great.
Even my boss was cracking up.
Oh, good. Tell him to
Somebody throw
subscribe.
some water on Shaba now.
What about your dog? What?
He's trying to put his kids to bed.
No, the dog. What's up with the dog?
I don't know about dog.
Isn't that what they were talking about?
Oh, the dog is
The
Like-
dog where she pulled the dog
Yesterday.
last night.
Yeah,
last
and you
night.
screamed.
She
Yeah.
posted the video on Discord.
Yeah, I showed my wife. She laughed.
It was
And
great.
I love the look though. We had to go and look at your stream. So it was great.
It was just as much fun as Miramon pulling the boss.
Mm.
I don't know. That was pretty
The
damn.
facial expression was.
We
better.
didn't get the facial expression when she pulled the boss and was flaming, running around.
And they're like, ah!
Can we get another
How did-
That was
closet,
awesome
please?
though.
How did she even set herself on fire like that?
Yeah, what
it was
happened?
A toy.
It's a toy that you get from the
Yeah.
fire festival, the summer
Look at
festival.
you boys. Because I don't have that one.
Somebody
So
tell me
make
free-
you
It was
run
great.
like that? Yeah,
I'll
you
go out
lose
there, I'm the
all
tree.
control of your tune.
Oh,
my God. So being around the boss.
See, I
was
thought I
very,
would
very
just
like,
well, I
oh,
thought I would just be like, oh,
don't you
oh,
want to be
fire,
first?
like the druids do when they're a tree. Oh, I'm on fire.
Careful, you're a tree to pee on.
That makes it
No.
even better.
It does, yeah.
When I
So not
ran
only
across
did
the
you
outside
set
of the
yourself
room-
on fire, and then you're like, "Oh my God, I can't stop myself."
Oh my
running
God, I
across-
pulled the boss.
And I'm like, okay, I'm good. And then I did a 90-degree turn. I'm like,
Oh,
oh, and it's like all it took would have been
New
one of the
macro
priests
abilities
would have
to
been
iron
nice
group.
enough.
New Hampshire. Jeez,
Anyway, since I have
size.
Wow,
my
there's
channel
only
for a
like 10
second,
people in the whole
I
stream.
am going
Way
to
over there.
edit,
Did you see him? He's
Forrest
like
not going
running
to be
along the
here
path.
tonight. I
way
have to
over
pick
on
up
the
my
far
daughter. She
side.
gets off work at 6, and it's 5.
Hey, okay. Is it possible for you to log 4 in real quick? Run along the pathway over on the far
I
side.
can log him in.
Because here's the thing, Spiffy's not logging in tonight. We need to get for that cloak because he won the roll, and he passed on it so that Spiffy could get an upgrade. But Spiffy's not coming tonight, so the expiration on the be able to pass it to another player is going to go away. So if you could log in 4 real quick and get summon him here, we can give him the cloak, and that'd be good.
Yay!
And then being wasted. Well, I mean, the cloak, that is, not us.
Well, I like that sometimes.
I'm getting there myself.
I used to like it more when I was younger. Now I don't like not having control of my body.
Oh, wait till you get to our age. You might go
And I'll
back.
be like, hey,
Whoa,
how's
what was I missing, man?
I hate that feeling anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know if I like that anymore.
It's really hard. I gotta cut my
I like
muscle
being
relaxers.
I like being to the point where I'm just happy and relaxed. But anything past that where I'm getting sick, no.
Oh, no, God, no.
No, I know.
Oh no,
And-
I'm not talking that bad. I just don't like
No.
the fuzzy feeling anymore.
And we get that far anymore. We're setting ourselves up for falling in
Oh,
broken
yeah,
boats.
big time.
I just like to get my buzz on, and I'm good with that.
Yeah, I don't mind
Yeah.
the buzz on, but not the, oh my God, I've lost control.
Yeah, I don't like that feeling anymore. I
Bones
don't
break easily when you
change,
get
but-
older.
Yeah, I never drink to the point of like getting the spins or being like losing my equilibrium.
But we do get the giggles.
Occasionally.
Whoa, Emma, let me get away from you.
I didn't know too many men that got giggles.
It's just, you know,
It's an
the
expression.
slap happy laughing at dumb stuff. You know?
You haven't heard me with whiskey.
Okay,
Oh,
you
I
don't
think
hear
we
me.
have.
Oh,
Lord.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
we
I
have.
think we have. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a
You
tap
just
on
don't
that one.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can remember
you-
one particular night.
You mean yesterday? I mean, man, I really wish I could get I wish they carried like more 6-packs of the specialty Sam Adams where I live. That smoked lager that they made. Oh man, This stuff is so good.
I picked up a cherry.
I gotta
root and
try.
a mango root today.
Ah, the smoked lager. They smoked the malts with beechwood, and it's so smooth and delicious.
Where I was stationed in Germany is where smoked beer comes from. It's amazing.
Ah, so good.
They
Hey, I'll be right
accidentally
back.
burned down their brewery like 600 years ago, and then were too poor to buy new barrels, so they used them, and that's where it came from.
Yeah, see, this one was they actually like took the malts and then smoked them under cold smoked the malts. But the
no, that's why they do it now. But originally, back in the day, it was the brewery burned down.
Just burned barrels.
Just couldn't afford new stuff.
That's cool. Yeah, the only place I can get it right now is they've got like this 12-pack of it's like all different kinds of Sam Adams specialty ones. You get 2 of each in there, and there's 6 different kinds, and one of them is the smoked lager. Man, is it good.
Smoked beer is real niche, though. I mean, people either really love it or they really hate it.
I loved it. I was like, oh, it's so good.
I agree. However, have a bottle of Prosecco that I'm going to try to drink by the end of raid.
So I was mentioning earlier, I'm doing a mix of vodka, Dr. McGillicuddy's apple pie, and Bailey's salted caramel.
Yeah, no, I heard that. It sounds good too.
Prosecco, huh?
Yep.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Who was that?
I didn't catch who it was.
I came in the channel.
Yeah, my overlay doesn't work anymore. I don't know what to do.
Might have been epistles. Was that Pucky that came in and went,
Pucky.
hello?
Oh no.
Yeah.
I didn't give you a hello.
What happened to his voice? He's like, far away, quiet.
I'm here.
That's just his golf announcer voice.
No, it's lower than normal.
That golf announcer voice was amazing last
Yeah,
week.
I've got to.
It could be because
turn
they
'em
put
up.
the kids to bed. So
Yeah, he just put the kids to bed.
But he's still in putting the kids to bed mode.
Oh no, I have no problem being loud at that. Like, they're loud while I'm sleeping throughout the day, so.
We all here. I'll drop a cauldron.
Yeah.
Aside
8:43.
from Mirman, I can grab one for her. I think.
Oh,
this
is she
probably-
switching or?
you know what? She's parked
Oh,
right
that's right.
outside.
You want? We should invite you. That way you can grab one. Before
Yeah,
you
and I'll just
you
keep
have
her
to go
logged
get
in
your daughter?
before I drink it. Yeah. I'll just stay logged in on her.
Yeah, Shepard, you want to switch to heals, by the way?
Yeah, I'm just putting my shit in. Sorry.
I didn't catch that either. You're doing your what?
I'm putting my artifact power into this deck.
I think she said crack.
Like it's pretty much in there already. Oh god damn it!
It says you.
He just walked off the edge.
Oh my god.
Now, I tested. You can't disengage off the edge, but you can walk off.
Yeah,
You can disengage
just
off
hop
this
like
edge.
this and just no fuck.
Oh man.
No, I tested it last week. In this platform, you cannot disengage off of it.
Oh yeah? Show me.
You know what? You don't take durability loss, so whatever.
Our
See, I just did it.
running,
Oh, you did
I
it from
just
the
tried to.
edge. Yeah, you
Our
ran into
healers
that edge.
running their ENR's compassion trinket. Is it
What's
worth
that?
me having it on? Are you guys running your ENR compassion trinket?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure it's worth having it on before I switch out of this other one.
You can disengage if you're standing on the edge.
Well, they
Yeah.
would. You would want them like everybody to have it on anyway.
Yeah, because
All
it
right.
doesn't just combine with other healers. It actually has to combine with
Oh, I thought it depended on healers.
no, it combines with 3 other types. With the legendary being a wild card that can combine with any number of other ones. So you need 1 DPS, 1 tank, and 1 healer trinket to all proc at the same time, and then those people combine. And
Actually, no. I think you also got to have them because there's a range DPS one and a melee DPS one. You have to have the melee and the range go off at the same time as well.
All Alright, there's feast down.
Check it. Make sure it's not fish.
I don't do fish.
Allegedly.
Well, I could put a fish one down. I just have to.
Look at all of us gathered around the table.
Oh.
I gotta get a
One
screenshot
big
of
happy
this.
family.
Happy Easter.
My little
Hold on,
guy's
nobody
already in
move.
bed.
And of course he moves.
Leave it to Fafford.
Freaking Fafford.
He's blocking my whole shot with his dwarf butt.
Come on,
I got my shot.
Eat, Fafford, eat.
There's a squirrel sitting on my lap, making it look very inappropriate.
That is pretty inappropriate.
No, serious.
It
Look.
looks like you're petting it. It doesn't look like a thingy.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
A thingy.
Alright. You wanna drop a
I
call?
would hate if your thingy was all fuzzy like that.
Whoa.
Oh my
I
god.
didn't disease there.
That's making it any better.
And twitches.
A diseased, infected squirrel.
Oh, jeez. Squirrel on a stick.
Alright, this is for the cauldron.
Did we put down a cauldron?
I didn't
Yep.
think
Yep,
so.
it's right in front of the blue square.
Oh, okay.
Over blue square, there it is.
Did you get summoned? Mirma?
Yeah, I just hearthed out.
Okay.
I grabbed the cauldron and I'm out.
Okay.
So I'll be back in 15, 20 minutes.
Alright.
Thanks. We'll miss you.
You bet.
Damn.
Try not to set her on fire.
Yeah, we'll have no one to fire pool the boss.
You wouldn't like her when she's on fire.
You would know.
Remedy the Burninator.
Oh, what am I missing? Oh, my rune. Okay.
Consummate these.
No, I'm good.
Hey, Shepard, can you push to the right a little bit?
No, because you're not in that supposed to be in that spot. That's where the melee goes.
No, that's over 10 yards to my left. This is where I normally hang out.
Well, I'm gonna be jumping to the other side over there, so don't worry. I won't take
Okay.
it.
So you're saying everybody needs to go stack on you?
Oh
Yes,
my
that's
God.
exactly what I said.
All right.
Oh, what is the range on this again?
10.
10. If you.
Heroic is 8, isn't it?
Yeah, you're better off actually doing range 11. That way, if there's no names on the list, you're a safe distance away. Because at 10 yards, you will get affected. So I would do like a / range 11. Yes, and in normal, it's 8.
Oh, is it 8 normal, 10 heroic?
I don't think there's enough room to be 11 away from anybody.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
you can always
Not
say,
really.
"Hey, I have the disease. Move away from tap," and people will see and move away from you.
Can we put maybe more range
Did I hear
near the
Tap
back?
is diseased? What?
There we go.
Don't come back and hit me.
3, 2, 1. Think I'll keep a few of your parts as a
Oh god, Fafford's in my range.
I was standing by myself, you moved to me.
Spell sky.
I moved back where I was.
The spell sky.
2, 1.
Thank you.
Dispel jelly, please.
3, 2, 1.
Spell sky.
Oops.
4,
Sorry, Spicy. I hope I didn't mess you up.
1.
Spell 6s. Sorry, Tap. I thought I was far enough away.
Yeah, I didn't even
Spell
see you
dizzy.
in my range.
Spell
but-
shaman now.
Spell 6s.
Spell Jobui. Alright, he's gonna make his transition.
Move away from mommy.
Oops.
Middle, left, then middle.
We can attack, just don't interrupt. Second hero, please.
I'm not there yet.
Be really careful at this beginning. Alright, that one's broken.
Shit.
You're gonna have to break one of those. You may as well break like the one on the right.
Tranking. Ouch.
No! What happened, Mr. Bill? Fireball.
Do we want to heal her up?
Yeah.
Right on the platform, practically.
Get Faye. I just realized my freaking gear is all messed up.
Drinking.
We do have another res. Tank should be fine if you want to get a healer or a DPS up.
Yeah, just get anybody up, I don't care.
Oh, never mind. I didn't see the health of the boss.
Yep, he was almost dead.
Res incoming. And
Thank
I'll run to
you.
the other side if needed, but we should pop
Yeah,
up here if you're on the other side.
It'll drop you
Holy
right where we are, I
boots,
think.
Fafford.
Yeah, right? Holy crap.
Jeez.
Did it get everybody?
965.
You
Nice.
should trade those.
Nice.
Yeah, you should trade those.
I will. I'll trade them right on my feet.
Trade them out for the ones you're wearing.
Oh my
That's a new best time.
Yeah, it was very good, you guys. A lot better on the crossover.
All right,
I can't
so,
seem to stop dying on that bridge.
All right, so we have the shoulder guards of Indomitable Purpose. Plate shoulders. Anybody wants to roll?
Indomitable Snowman.
Indomitable
Indubitably.
Porpoise. Indomitable Porpoise. With a great band name. Nobody for the shoulders? All right. Before we start the trash, just 1 second. I gotta do something real quick.
I need a minute because my gear is messed up.
Oh, is that why you died?
No, that's not why I died.
Do you need a Jeeves?
How about some food? Since we're waiting anyway.
Here, I'll drop my Jeeves.
Yeah, I had for some reason I have the wrong freaking gear on. I'm like, what the hell?
Was that what you meant by it's all messed up?
Yeah, I'm like looking at my cloak. It's like, that's not the cloak I'm supposed to be wearing.
So out of curiosity, has everyone else got an alpha invite?
Yes, I did.
I'll be live streaming that.
Got a what?
Alpha invite.
BFA Alpha.
You got an alpha invite?
All right.
Yeah, Gerard got one. I got one.
I did not get one yet, I don't think.
One years ago for beta, but never got alpha.
I've never even gotten a beta.
Well, alpha's first, if that makes anybody feel better, and then beta would be the next one.
Yeah, alpha is usually a mess.
Yep. It's just you getting tired of the game before the game comes out.
I just want to try how the new hunters are.
Yeah, bad place to check is alpha. You're like, oh, how are hunters in alpha? Broken. They're broken.
We're doing trash
everything's
now, right?
broken in alpha. I'm done with what I was doing. I was setting up my list for the next boss so I could split teams evenly based on boss data, you know?
As opposed to the trash data.
Yeah, as opposed to the trash data. So I wanted to do it before
Not
we
that
did
it's
trash.
Trash data, it's just data on trash.
Right, which is trashier than boss data.
Yeah. That was going nowhere fast.
I know, and that's why I did it.
Was it data or data?
Data. Oh,
Data.
Gosh.
Is that like tomato and tomato?
Mommy, we were both there. And Johnny like came over.
I stepped into it too. I had something on me.
Well, look at it though. It's spawning these things clear off the end where we can't even get to them.
Well, yeah, because
I don't even want to get to them anymore.
Good luck with that epistle.
The annihilations that drop real far out, you can leave those because they don't do as much damage when they're farther out. Rather than trying to get, we always run for them and then end up pulling like all the trash along.
Well, the food's still up.
Yay, food.
Oh,
it's gonna hurt.
Dang it, Joe Bowie, stop chasing me with
Right
that.
here.
Hey, I paused so it wasn't on top of you.
I know, thank you.
Faffard.
Are you trying to hide under my turtle shell?
I wish I could do that.
Well, it looked like Shepard was because I put it up and she ran right up under me.
I was.
Up under you.
Hey.
Hiding under your turtle
I'm
shell.
gonna chase the cat.
It's a kilt.
My chickens.
Okay, one of you move back.
Back up.
Double
Back
vote.
up.
Don't double
Back
vote
up with.
purples.
Ow. Damn it.
Don't die again.
You want to stack a purple on a purple.
I was trying to move
The
forward.
last time I did that, I died.
That would be cool though. You can suggest that to Blizzard. That'd be cool, though. If a turtle, or if a hunter pops a turtle, and then people could like hide under it.
I could
Yeah,
get
'cause
a so
that wouldn't be exploited at all in Mythic.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't.
True.
I would never.
Ever.
Those are BOE epistle.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are very nice.
Yeah, I need them
No,
for
those are
my
like 125 grand.
Yeah, I was gonna say those are a lot more than that.
I'll give you
All right.
25K.
Okay, so if I call
can
your
do that right
name,
now.
you are in Team 2, going over to the diamond over there. All right, Dorn, Spicy, Jobui, Sixes, Chabanel, Fafford, and Mommy, all are on Team 2, going over to the diamond.
You actually said it without saying shabba ding dong.
Ding dong!
Oh my god.
Do I have to go over here with my wife?
Yes.
To me.
All right, and it's actually the way I usually say "Chapang." And he knows who I'm talking about. Chapang.
Hey, Spiffy.
Howdy.
Hey, Spiff.
Finished dinner early?
Mom kicked us all out.
Spiff, I was going to give you that cloak, but
Yeah, well, last night a spot opened up for PUBG, and it's like, I lost the role, so I was out immediately.
Yep, and I tried to get you back, but
Can we get him summoned?
we'll just go ahead and leave Spiff in Group 1 over there at Triangle.
And I think the food's still up over there too.
it is.
It is here. Yep.
It's getting cold though.
Oh, I just ate food.
Oh, I'll start a fire underneath it.
It's okay, I'm a wolf. I can eat it cold.
I put a cooking fire underneath it so it's warm.
You really did?
Just don't let yourself on fire, Tap.
You just made a cheating good shot.
I did. You can see it underneath the table.
Oh my gosh, this is hilarious.
Oh, no problem. I know a good hot meal before a big fight. Is
I already ran back over to eat it. Like, oh, it's better now.
I was gonna try to take a picture of it.
Oh, am I on it?
You
I'm
might
sorry.
be able to.
I'm working on the food. I almost got it.
You guys are hilarious.
All right. All right, so yeah, just like normal, or just like we've been doing. What I want is ranged from diamond, or from diamond or triangle to go help the other side out should they fall behind. Like if the boss's health, I'd say if it's more than if it's like at a quarter health, then go over there and help them out. But if it's like just at an eighth of if it's almost dead, just head straight over to star. Melee, just head straight to star after your big ad is dead. But ranged, take a look over to the other side and see how the other ad is doing. If you think they need help, go help them. Otherwise, head to star. And that should be it. Let's get it on.
I got one, Mommy, from Dizzy. Thank you.
Okay.
5, 4, 3.
We're going to hero at the second set of ads.
Okay. I had aggro, you get the debuff. Makes sense.
He's got his melee.
We got outside, he's got it. Just one on the inside. Careful. Beam.
4, 2, 1.
I swear to God, it targets me every time.
I got right back. Okay. You're good.
Keep
Transition.
sacrificing should win.
Diamond should be good.
Dime's down.
Triangle's down.
Watch your feet, guys.
Don't be near the tank if you can help.
I got you.
Beam in 5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beam.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Ah! Damn it, Fafford.
I warned you twice.
Middle.
And far.
Yep. We got one on the outside. Everybody on the outside, make sure we dodge that one. Tanks, if you could take care of the outside one in particular.
I thought you had
It's
that
coming.
one.
It's
Runner
coming
in
right
5.
Yep, I got it.
Just let you know it's coming.
Beam.
We will hero at the beginning of the next group of big ads. We got mid and outside. 2 to the outside.
I'm the only healer on one of the groups, so please be careful.
You can get tap up. Go ahead.
Get tap up.
3, 4, 2,
Outside ball.
1, 2.
Wait till after
Comes-
Runer, though. Oh,
She's
never
up.
mind.
You get that one? Okay.
My pets are moving like pond water tonight.
They always do in here. I blame Fafford.
It's always Fafford's fault.
Yeah, I can't believe he killed me.
All right, Diamond is dead. How's Triangle?
Dead.
Triangle's dead.
Move the
Dead.
star.
My fire is still up.
That's really good after all these years.
3.
Isn't it?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I got the naked guy. Like,
Beam.
wow, Jesus.
That was an epic burn.
Look at this, like, half naked guy dancing beside me.
Yeah, just get away from the tanks and you'll all be happier.
Or we got mid and on inside on the balls. Make your way back to your assigned locations.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Mid and inside.
Beam, look out.
Oh, that's what his back
Getting
looks
hit by
like.
balls is because you're on the wrong side.
Yeah.
We lost 2 healers.
13 seconds.
10 seconds.
Get the strongest healer up. I don't know who that is.
Outside.
Which healer do you want
You
up?
want up tap?
Faye,
Okay.
Some Faye up.
3.
I'll stand in the middle and heal on both sides as best I can.
Runner. Beam.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Middle.
Tranking.
Got all the bombs?
I don't know, but don't hit another one. I only had 20% health.
I don't think there are any more.
Totem.
All right, Diamond's down.
Green
Oh, shit.
Please watch your feet. Oh my god.
Green's down.
Good luck, guys. Get star.
Beam in 5 seconds.
4, 3,
Here comes the beam.
1. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Beam, use the time to get away from X.
Go back to your assigned locations.
Outside.
Just keep it together, kill the ads when they come up, and that should do the boss. Just make sure you stay on top of it.
4, 3,
Beam.
2, 1. Run away,
in mid. Mid's gone. Outside.
We're probably gonna need one robot if never mind.
4, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2.
If we can get down to 6, we'll just need one robot. So if you want to just have
Yeah.
Inner and outer beam.
I say everybody go for triangle.
Triangle, everybody. Sure,
Triangle.
yeah, go for it. Everybody go to triangle and attack triangle.
4%.
Add quick. Just go kill it. A triangle.
Tranking.
There it is.
Done.
Good job.
Good job, everybody.
Res is
Guy-
incoming.
I blinked and accidentally stepped off the ledge.
That was a really tight. Like
you pulled a Jordan.
Yeah, well, actually, I pulled a Joe Bowie. That's the second time I've done that. Actually, I blinked to dodge something and I was running and I stepped right off the corner.
No, did you not get the res? I'm coming to res you guys over here.
I just got 980 feet.
Nice.
Wow.
This is the night of the shoes, man.
Jesus, wow. I'm happy.
Oh, why isn't it resing you, Joe?
He went off the edge.
No, I'm good.
Oh.
I got it. I was reading something.
Yeah, it said he had a res pending when I tried to battle res him.
Okay.
Burning throne,
is it
right?
WTF?
yes. That's kind of neat. The top 8 are all like damn near the same.
Yeah, almost.
You don't really
almost
see
the
that
same.
often. That's really cool. It means we were all slacking.
I was gonna say it, but I'm glad you did. Because I forgot to pre-pot.
I use both.
I made a few. There was mistakes made. I'll put it that way.
I don't
There were
think Fafford
mistakes
should
made.
count because he's 17th in overall damage done.
I actually did that this week too, Joe. I understand. Blinked like right in front of the beam. It was awesome.
All right, so if you piece of loot, link it up. I think that one in there from Gordon is up.
Yep.
All right, we have a 945 Band of the Sargerite Smith. Sargerite, I don't really care. Smith. Band of the Smiths.
So it's depressing?
Yeah. On Monday.
Wow, nobody needs that? It's like a ring. I already have it, so.
I've got it. Need the other ring.
Anyone? Anyone? Nobody?
That Dizzy
Okay.
got last time.
Bueller?
Can't
All
have
right.
it.
Yeah, anybody else got anything to link up? If not, let's get trashy. We got a Verimathras to blow through.
Yeah, because you know Fafford's starting to get to his sisters.
The Verimathras is, he's like extra trash. Really. I mean, with how simple that fight is. Even with the heroic, it's still pretty simple.
Our healers just make it look good.
Unless the healers,
your healer.
Yeah.
Even I want to get healed on the next fight.
Yeah, because it's really, really tough for the tanks to stand in a prescribed spot and taunt at the right moment.
You'll notice really Tap did not get misdirected last time.
I did notice
I
that
didn't
myself.
do it to her the first time.
Are you guys? Do you even move in that fight?
Yeah, no, we don't.
Man, that
but
was slick.
if we did, you guys would be dead.
That's not the point.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I don't press my movement keys, but man, it's tough.
I'd rather be moving on that fight than tanking it, to be honest.
Really?
It's like you pretty much
It
take your hand
fucking
off the
hurts and
mouse.
it's tense.
Imagine you mistime your rotation. If we do that, we die.
Well, I know, but don't you just really have to worry? Or you have to worry
See,
about your
what Joe
mitigation.
is trying to, dig himself deeper in the hole is we just understand we have tanks that don't ever screw up, and we've never had to worry about it.
No, they do.
Tanking Verimathras has been easily one of the most stressful things I've had.
It's a very
so
stressful
brown.
fight to tank. I would. It sucks.
For once, the healers were getting a compliment, and you had to turn it into the tanks. I get it.
I know. Same old, same old.
Yep, it's always our fault.
It is April Fool's Day, right? Oh,
No,
shoot.
tomorrow.
God.
Oh, well, then never mind.
Yeah, focus on your duty.
Duty.
He said
Duty.
Oh.
Focus on your dirty duty.
Why you gotta make it dirty, Tap?
Yeah, why do you
Yeah,
always have to make it dirty?
It's like gotta be dirty and stuff.
Come on, Lord.
She's like racing stripes.
Gross. You could sing the song my mom used to sing when I was little.
Okay, do it up. Tell us all about
When
it.
you're sliding into first and your butt begins to burst, diarrhea.
Oh my god! I haven't heard that one for a while.
Oh boy.
I imagine her shimmying while singing that song.
Oh, you can watch my live stream. It's there.
Nope. No, not you. I meant your mom. Your mom.
Yeah, she would
We
too.
have a link to your.
I mean, this isn't a typical your mom joke. I've met her mom, and I have met her mom.
It's in
What are you
Discord.
saying?
Her mom. Her mom. I imagine her being silly. She's a silly creature. So what's going on, guys? How are you? Woo! Bearmothras! Yeah!
Don't you love him?
Ricky, I want some.
Yes is for sucks. You guys should watch that Strong Bad thing, by the way.
Strong Bad
I
rocks.
saw it when it was new.
No. I'm down. It's just as soon as he said burninating, it's like I had to go. So I written we watched it, and then it's posted for y'all.
Oh, you guys didn't know what Burninator was, and you had to look it up?
No. I
Consummate
watched them when they
bees.
came out. Like while the Strong Bad emails were still being loaded, I was still watching it back then.
Oh, back
was
into Compy 286.
I went into the computer lab one time
And
when I was a
mapping.
senior, and somebody drew like a spot-on perfect Trogdor.
Nice.
Still don't know who it was.
I like to do those whenever like they have silly things at work where it's like team building or whatever. I'll do like Strong Bad type things for shiggles. It's shits and giggles combined. If you hadn't heard that.
Yeah, it's like Snurt.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I put it under raid info. I'm sorry. Here. Put it in.
I just didn't know which one it was under. So.
Yeah,
I particularly like the old Strong Bad email Duck Pond, where he's got a duck simulator. Oh, yeah, Rob.
Dizzy, you're gonna have to move your thumbs. Your okay thing.
This is really realistic. Here, ducky.
Voice.
Oh, this is
Why
weird
would
watching.
you take it away?
I had it in the wrong post. I had it in raid info. I had to move it up to general because it was not raid information. So
All right, so that
thank you.
There, put it back.
That should be about accurate for the marks to move out. Just make sure you're getting out with your whatever it's called. I forget what it's called.
Necrotic embrace.
The thing with
Thank
the
you.
stuff.
Yeah, the necrotic embrace. Make sure you're getting at least 11. Yeah, take your crap out of the group. Just like last week, because everybody did that last week and it was awesome. So we're gonna start on Star, and then we will go back and forth like usual. Just try and stack tight.
Aqua was not ready.
What's the moon and X for?
That's for the people. That's a general idea of how far back you need to go if you have the necrotic embrace.
Aqua, you good?
And you stay in the back till it all counts down completely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you come forward with that and you get within the group when it goes off, you wipe the raid.
You'll set off the
So
alarms.
stay back there. Yep, stay back there and just let it fall off you after, I think it's 6 seconds, so it's not that long. Just stay back until it drops off you and then come back to the raid. Healers, don't forget to try and top up people that are running out of the raid.
Yep.
Okay,
But if you make fun of us, you're dead.
I'm gonna.
Just saying.
All right, I'm gonna heal her at the start. Mommy, you'll get second.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know what you're doing, Sixes, but you had a debuff. We couldn't heal you.
No, I had that.
Keep the embrace
that
out.
told me I had to get in the back.
There's
Keep the embrace out.
Yeah, no.
It's a wipe.
Yeah.
How did you get necrotic or misery?
Somebody was too
wondering.
close.
They didn't get far enough back. You have to get 11 yards back, or you will wipe the raid just like
Well, you
that.
can see I'm dead behind the square or X, so it wasn't me this time.
Yeah, me too. It's just
Well, the X doesn't matter.
back,
Like, really, the
so
X
back
of
behind
moon is
that.
it's just
That's a
Well, if I
guideline.
took another step back, it would have been inside the circle thing.
So what's the range again?
It's 10 yards, so you need to go range 11, and make sure that you are outside of that. That if you are at range 11 and there is nobody in your list, you're okay. If you have anybody in your list, then you're going to infect them. And we're stacked as a group, so if you got people in your list, chances are you got most of the raid in your list.
I don't even think I didn't have my range on. I had it and I went back to past X, but I don't know what the range was, and I don't know how I got it.
Yep, I mean, that's just like I said, that's just there for a guideline. It's not an exact amount.
Yep.
It's more to give you an idea which way to go rather than anything else. And especially it's important from 2 minutes to 4 minutes, because from 2 minutes to 4 minutes, there's going to be a debuff that slows everybody down. So that includes the people that have necrotic embrace. So you have to get moving quickly. You can't like hang out in the group for a while and then go, oh, I suddenly have necrotic embrace. I need to go, because you'll wipe the raid. You got to go as soon as you notice it's on you.
Is there a DBM timer for that?
I don't know that there's a DBM timer. I think DBM has a message that you can put on there that says, run away, little girl. I have a weak aura that's in the document that you could have that blows a air horn in your ear.
Yeah, I got that one.
Big Wigs does have
Yeah, I
a
have
timer that ticks down. Just keep in mind that there are two different things that happen, and make sure you only run out when you have Embrace. If you have the other one, it really messes things up, and you take a debuff for no reason.
Yep, just necrotic embrace. That's the only one you want to run out for.
I've got your weaker roars, so.
Yeah, it'll go off. It'll make some noise.
Got your weak aura right here.
Mm-hmm.
Big aura's here.
I think. All right. Is everybody ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I think so. Faffard.
And Shabane, you're handling the charges.
Yeah, I'm trying to. You guys are clumped up pretty good.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Taunt.
Misery on me.
What the hell? How did we get him?
See how they were talking up that game a little bit ago.
Wow, what happened?
That's right.
They got
There's
this
a pylon right in the middle of the room, kind of. Well,
You guys not get 8 yards apart or something?
No, we. I don't know.
You guys went down fast. One went down. I think Jiragi went down, then the pistol right behind him.
Yeah, we both had misery on us, but I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't even get felt up first.
Talks about it being easy.
You get misery if you get more than 8 yards away from another player. Maybe your markers are not 8 yards apart.
No, it shouldn't have been that.
Well, that's how you get
Because
misery.
I had. Well, no, I know. I had Epistle in my range 8, though, is why I was saying it shouldn't have been that.
It's cool, guys. Just let them figure it out, because we can't do it for them.
You think you got hit by the cleave? I didn't feel like we were that close, so we should have been getting hit by that.
We jinxed it, guys.
No, I was spotting my position, so I don't know what's going on.
Am I the only one that released?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Say something.
Fine, let's us sit here and talk about you.
It's all right.
I wonder where Tap is.
I'm falling.
In love with you.
Maybe we'll stand a little closer. I don't know. That was weird.
Balls.
Well, it's Alone in the Dark that we don't want to get. What is misery come from? Alone in the Dark?
No, Alone in the Dark gives misery because it does shadow damage, but it ticked after we got misery is the thing that's confusing me on the death chart or death log.
It says misery is
anytime you take
any
shadow.
player that suffers shadow damage.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, maybe we are a little too far apart. We'll stand a little closer.
I mean, 7 yards, as long as you get the angles right, should be good, right?
Yeah.
Compared to the boss.
Yeah, it's anywhere within 4 or 5 yards is the cone distance. So as long as we're not too close, we should be okay. But I didn't I had him in my range 8. It was why it's throwing me off. I guess.
Well, make sure you got your rune, your food.
It's still there.
Rune and food.
Rune and the food.
The food. Rune and food.
And you wonder why tanks hate this fight.
Rune and food.
Reason and the reason.
Fork me. Fork me.
Oh my gosh. You guys have to lower my view. Stop.
I've got to forget everything that my mind is getting scrambled.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Not stacked very tight.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, people just gotta run away.
Sky, can you move in with the group? Here.
It doesn't matter, I was just told.
It matters because people have to run away, so move into the group, please.
I'm just saying what I was told, that we weren't stacked tight, and I was told it's okay.
Drinking. I used my turtle and I still died.
You can't get heals.
IOB needed. Never mind. It's way too late.
I had the necrotic embrace on me. I had to get out.
Yeah,
Somebody gave it to everybody.
I put a pylon down if you'll just
I got mine far enough out, I swear. I died alone, I promise.
No, it wasn't yours. It was it was the next one that came up.
3, 2, 1.
I have a res, do not release.
We got a pylon here too.
Yeah, we got a pylon down too.
Since there's a second, like as long as you have people next to you, I mean, yeah, we want clumped up. It's easier to heal people, but like if you're in the general vicinity right there, it's fine. But like, I mean, obviously what Jobu says goes. I was just saying for the moment, everyone, you're gonna have to move shortly after the fight begins anyway. Just stack up with us once you get to the other side. Because I'm getting knocked back.
So I was just trying to get my pet at the moment, so I wasn't gonna hurt the raid.
Hugs and cuddles, man. It's no big deal. It's just when I get knocked back, because I'm soaking these knockbacks. If the people are kind of like in a oval stack pattern alpha, I take less damage because there's people to kind of catch me, and I'll be in their range when I land. But if not, it's fine.
Yeah, which you can do, but when we did that in normal, which we had separate groups. All right, here's the basics of it. You get necrotic embrace on you. You have to run 11 yards away from anybody. If you are not, then that when it explodes after 6 seconds, it will affect everyone that is within 10 yards of it when it goes off. So as soon as you get it, just run out. It's you know, a little hectic because we're all trying to stand on top of each other, kind of thing in that. But you just kind of have to pay attention to your DVM or the weak aura or what have you. And if you go out there and die like Aqua did, then you go out there and die like Aqua did. That's okay. It's taking one for the team. It's sad, but that's what happens. So
I'll die for you, team.
So just you know, really pay attention to that, because we really will spend the rest of the night on this boss until everybody does that exactly right every time. There is no recovering from it. There's no getting past it. You just either do it right or we die. So and I know that's like not friendly, but it's the way it is, you know. So we just need to make sure everybody's going out. In fact, I'm going to move the markers out further in just a second. After my food, there we go. I got my food buff.
This is one unforgiving fight.
Well,
oops.
I was close enough to get it. Sorry about that. I was close enough to pull it.
Oh, I'm stuck in the corner. Get away from me.
I reset
right.
it. We're good.
All right, thanks. So let's see here. Range 11, I got Aqualux and that. So they're about right. The markers are.
Except that people are standing
Well,
all the
we're
way
spread
up.
out.
to about-
Get in here. Get in here.
They're all the way up to about here.
That's all right. I'm not quite. I moved forward already.
Okay.
I did. I moved away from him.
The problem is
shouldn't
we're not
target him.
stacking on yellow. You can see everybody's cluttered.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, the reason why we stack tight is to make it easier for the people running out with Necrotic Embrace. So, I understand that we could catch Lunarin and we could stop him from getting, or catch Chapane from getting any debuff and all that if we happen to be spread out. But if we're spread out, that makes it so that people don't have that easy access to 10 yard away or 11 yards away. So just please try and stack tight on Star and on Diamond. And we'll get through it. Make sure you're getting Necrotic Embraces out every time. And then
So
we can go.
We're better off sacrificing ourselves than spreading it.
Yeah, absolutely. If we spread it, we lose, period.
Yep.
I mean,
no coming
Hunters,
back
if you
from that.
disengage, then put your turtle on and wait your 6 seconds. You'll have turtle to get back up with.
Well, you'd want to put turtle on before you leave the group, because that's where you get the hit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Niobe, no. You have to get out with it. I mean, you can put that shield on if you want, but you still have to get it out of the group.
you absolutely have to move out. There is no immune that can stop it. You will just wipe the raid if you try and immune it off or anything. Move. Right up here. There we go.
Brace on 6s. You can just go out and stand and come back. Your debuff should be gone by now.
All right, move over to Star. We're like right on the boss's
Right
butt.
on Star.
Get right on the boss's butt, guys.
Somebody's in the group. It's gonna go off.
Fine. No, that was Mark Prey. This is Necrotic Embrace. It's on Aqualux.
I was gonna say I was just marked.
Oh.
Now move.
It had 1 second left and I was just about to run in and it killed me.
Embrace can right go out again. It is on Shepherd. She gets out. Debuff drops. She runs back in.
I wonder if I was looking at the misery debuff and that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, possibly.
Comes Dark Fissure and we'll
stay focused.
lazily to the left.
Beware.
We're moving slow now, so make sure that you move out as soon as you get it.
Faye, stay in.
Ironbark Epistle.
Stay in, Faye.
Ian?
Yep, that was not Embrace. Lunarin, that is Embrace. You need to get out with that. Come back when the debuff's gone. Go into bear form when you do that. Like initially before you leave the group. We're gonna go to the right side now. Marked prey is first. Do not run away. Stay. Embrace is coming next.
Can I get an iron mark?
Dizzy, you have Embrace. Get out.
Mine's cooldown tab.
Cute.
I'll give you Cenarian Wood.
We're gonna go to the left side. Very soon. Alright, let's list lazily to the left. Right now. Beep.
I feel like I should be getting ready for a nap.
Mark praise
Or
first.
therapy.
Stay in the group, Joe Booey.
Yeah, I know. Thanks.
Embrace is on Niobe. Niobe, get out. Far away. When the debuff's gone, come back.
Sounds like a
Tracking.
External epistle.
radio.
Mommy, wrong spot. Oh, you're dead. Never mind.
Yeah.
Alright, Dark Fissure will be up next. That's when we go to the right side. Now let's list lazily to the right.
And we can move fast again, but still, get out.
Spiff, stay. Embrace on Niobe, get out, please.
Bad idea to run behind the tanks, by the way.
Get back in.
Come back.
Should we burn a battle res on somebody?
Not me.
Give me a hero if you got one. Anybody?
We have 2 battle red.
Marked prey is first. Tap, stay in. Embrace is on Shepherd. Get out, please.
Get Aqua up.
We're gonna go to the right side. Marked prey is first. Jobu is Ah, Embrace on me.
There it is.
So the reason I think people were dying when they went out is one, they went out and had low health, which happens. But the other reason is you're staying out too long. You notice it'll go boosh and come off you, and then you got to run back in. And people
How
were
did that
staying
go?
out even though it didn't go boosh. and Come
Got
off.
6s.
If I may.
My problem was the fact that Misery
Thank you.
immediately took its place, and the images are the same, even though they're different colors.
Yeah, and you couldn't see it. Yeah.
So an important thing to know for next week before we do this boss, if you have a defensive or a way to give yourself more health, use it first. Then get out of the group, because you're going to take a big hit as you leave the group, and that will put Misery on you, which will make it so you're unhealable. So by going into bear form or popping a shield or something like that before you leave, you have more health then get back.
All right, let's
I turtled and then disengaged and was
we're gonna do loot quickly, and then we're gonna take our break. First thing we have up is looks like Jelly has put up the blood drenched bindings, which are cloth wrists. Anybody for the 945 cloth wrists? 6s has got a 75 on that. I'm passing. All right. 6s win it. You can pick it up from Jelly. The next item up is the robes of the Forsaken Dreadlord. And then that's got a socket in it. 945, male chest.
I only want it for transmog myself.
I was going to say, can we roll for transmog?
Well, if nobody
Sure.
rolls for main spec, then yeah. He acquiesced to that. So transmog roll for the robes of the Forsaken Dreadlord.
No, Dizzy.
Spiffy's got it.
It's a dress, Spiffy. You don't want it.
Have you looked at my outfit?
Those things are comfortable and airy. So, so,
Nice.
so he wins it. Spiffy gets it with a 70.
Come trade with me.
Next up is the Thurayan Lash, I guess. 950 heroic 4 reports.
Oh, I can't trade it for some reason. Sorry.
It's all good.
What is this for the lash?
It sure is. Oh, you son of a bitch!
Tell us how you really feel, Joe.
Wow.
Oh, with by one? Oh.
Wow.
Oh, jeez. I get like, all right. Dord wins it with an 87.
I'm gonna. You know I'm cutting that out of my stream, and that's going on the page.
I think that's the strongest emotions I've ever heard from Joe.
I am definitely cutting that out of my stream.
Beat me by one, but he wins it fair and square. All right. Next up is the Chord of the Surging Hysteria, 960 cloth waist. It's heroic Titan forged cloth waist, haste mastery. Looks like Sixes has got it with a 52. Or no, Remedy's got it with a 69. Sorry about that. All right. So you can pick that up from me, Remedy. Just open up the trade window. All right. And I think that does it for loot trades. So let's put up a break timer. We got 5 minutes. I'll see you guys in a couple
minutes. Thank you to summon back. I'm going to go check this relic.
Same.
Summon
back.
I get Easter eggs. I gotta do Easter stuff. Might be a few minutes late.
Congratulations, Dorn.
I need a couple people.
I may get there and it may say it's not an upgrade. You were the
Need
next
one more for this summon, please.
Yeah, but as soon as you put it in the check it out slot, it makes it non-tradable.
You sure about that? I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
I'm pretty sure it does.
As long as you don't use it.
Nope. If you put it in the slot to see what it's got, it'll make it non-tradable.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I've got pizza and prosecco. I'm living the good life.
Nice.
Lunar, where'd you get that personal egg? I want one.
So, was it an upgrade?
About that.
No, it was not.
Not even close.
That's too bad.
And now it's untradeable.
Yep. But that's the problem with the relics and the Neither Crucible is you can't tell sometimes. It probably would have been an upgrade for me because the primary effect on it was my best in slot primary effect. So,
well, and it depends if I get a lucky chance on a gear drop, and I end up switching to a different build, then it becomes my best in slot. So,
well, that's cool.
Jordan, you have not been lucky for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, that's all right.
I'm not ready.
These things happen. At least put it in the bank. Don't sell it yet.
Oh no, it's gonna stay there. It might be worth something later. If I switch back to Stomp build with Aspect of the Beast, then yes, it becomes best in slot.
Awesome. All right, so on this particular fight this week, one of the things that we talked about at the end of the raid last week was how to get to those circles quicker, more efficiently. We had a number of players who they were dying the first time that stuff hit the floor. They're going to mostly appear, statistically speaking, really around towards the outside of the room. Okay, around the darker part of the floor, not the glowy part of the center. We have a glowy circle in the middle of the room where the bosses are standing, and then we have the dark, kind of blackish looking floor around the outside. It's a good idea to make sure that you see that ring that divides the inner part with the outer part, be somewhere around there most of the time during this fight. The reason why is because if you're there, you don't have as far to run to get to the circles. The real key with those circles is you're going to see them. You got to get to them really quickly. I mean, I think it does like 1.3 million damage per second or something like that, that you're not in the circles. So as soon as it starts coming up, I think it's called, what is it? The Storm of something?
I don't. What do you guys? I'm sorry. I just got back. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. All right. So there's the inner part of the room and the outer part of the room. The inner part of the room is glowing red. The outer part of the room has like a black part on it. You know, it's like the circle, the outer circle. There's the ring that kind of goes between the two. You know, is kind of a raised goldenish colored ring. You want to be somewhere around that ring so that you can get to the circles during the, where is it? It's called Storm of Darkness. All right. And that's where the whole floor gets messed up and you got to get in the circles. So just really pay attention to when that's coming up as best you can. Be ready, try and hang out on that ring and get in those circles as soon as you possibly can. We were losing a lot of people last week to those rings. Now, once you're inside your rings, be aware of things like the tornado thing targeting you, large red circles getting on you, any other kind of debuffs or whatever. Make sure that you're trying to position yourself in a ring that is not going to be in way of anything else that's going on. If you see somebody in your circle, get like the red circle on them, like they have a red circle around them. Move to the other side of your circle with the storm. Just because, you know, if theirs goes off, it could knock you out. It could hit you with a lot of damage, any number of different things. The fulminating pulse could be on them. Just do your best to watch the other players in your circle and yourself while you're in the circle. Make sure that, you know, like this is really about mechanics, this whole fight. And you really have to pay attention to them. Yeah, it's important that we have decent numbers on the DPS. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of healing required. But the real key is people staying alive and doing the mechanics. We'll try and call it out for the various like Norganons and the whatever. We'll try and call that out to let people know what's coming next. But just really pay attention to that stuff. Also, use your traps. Use your freeze traps. Use your rooting. Use your frost novas. Whatever you can to make room to get through the marching band, as we often call it. Don't just rely on Johnny and all of that to get through that. You may need to rely on yourself to create a gap. Or create a gap for others. So try and use that stuff to make gaps for people and not just on one side. You know, try and go to different portions of the map. Even if you're out of range, you're out of range, whatever. Just key is stay alive because dead people don't help anymore in this fight. So
what is that? We have that glowy thing around you. You're pulsing. Is that
fulminating pulse?
So just keep in mind that, you know, we may want to hold off on reses during that time because of if you res somebody with that on you, you're going to die.
No. Yeah.
So is that the one?
Fulminating pulse.
Just run when you get resed if you have to.
No, fulminating pulse is a circle that appears around you, and anybody who's within that circle will get damaged when it goes off.
Oh,
massively damaged.
Not that one. Then.
Storm of Darkness is the one that covers the whole floor, and you have to get into the circles. So I don't recommend resing people during Storm. But in general, it's probably safe to res people while people have the fulminating pulse. Also, healers, keep in mind, later on, if we get that far, you know, later on in the fight, there are going to be the people, and they call it out, like the boss says something about freezing people. And then it's going to target a player and it's going to put a debuff on them that has to be healed down. Otherwise, they will get stunned for a long time. And in this fight, getting stunned for a long time is probably going to mean they die.
Yeah, she does. She says something about, and you know, how you feel when you freeze, you know, something to that effect.
She says something. Every time, every time when she casts that spell, she announces it. She says something about freezing people or something. I don't remember the exact wording, but just keep an ear out for that, healers. And then find the person in your list and try and heal through their debuff. Even if you don't get it all the way, if you get it most of the way, then their stun is going to be short. But if you don't heal them at all, then their stun is like 20 seconds or something, and they're sure to die after that. Because the floor will kill them, or the fulminating pulse or something will kill them while they're frozen.
Oh, do you feel for freeze? Something. It is something like that. You can hear her say it.
Sixus, are you back?
Yes.
Get a lock closet, please.
All right, so
I'm back. I just wasn't reading text.
All right, so I think it should be it, unless where's Dorn? Or we're somebody.
That's what the problem was. Is me and Dorn were still missing.
Oh, I'm already almost there.
Yeah, I was
kind of fell behind
like,
me.
no, I was like halfway down the bridge for towards.
You went through the spiders. I never go through the spiders because they always slow me down.
I don't have that problem as tank.
All right, so everybody's here now.
Mobility slowing.
One thing, when she was asking about rezzing, she could also be talking about did you mention during when Golganath is out, if you res and you're too close to the person that you res and they'll kill you?
Well, you just, when you do the res, whoever does the res just move after you.
Right, but I didn't know if that was what she meant as well, too. Because I know people forget about that.
All right, thank you for coming, everyone. Looks like a nice sunny day, and we should get this underway.
That's why I've started drinking.
I am going to melt.
I need one of them things. There we go.
Did she say
Flask up, everybody.
Did you say you were going to melt in your seat?
Melt in the sun.
This is a family podcast tab. I don't
Sorry,
know.
I keep missing the food table because somebody was running across it twice and I kept clicking them. Okay, I'm ready now.
Sorry.
Good luck.
All right, no. Do you guys that didn't have a flask, did you get your flask on?
Yeah, flasks are on.
Your food? Everybody's got their food. All right, so yep, we'll try and do the best to call things out. Well, I think Plucky's planning on doing golf guy voice the whole time.
He's good. I love golf guy voice.
Oh, please don't. I think I yawned like 20 times the last fight.
Well, at least it was calm, cool, and collected, so.
All right.
Can anybody be quieter? I'd like to hear the grass grow.
5, 4.
We're going to hero during the big ads. Remember, we're going to split on the big ads.
Army will be first.
It's a long par 5.
We're going to have a storm in about 5 seconds. Please be ready to find your white square.
It's a circle.
1.
Oh, it's a circle.
There's circles. Here we go.
There will be some purple blades coming out of Asara in just a moment.
You might want to move your right.
My legs are too short.
There's your purple blades.
Sorry.
There's
No,
your
just to
circle.
save your life, that's all.
Ouch. Those things hurt.
I just wanted to be close to you.
I know the feeling.
Don't stand so. Don't stand so.
Fulminating pulses are going out.
God, I hate this fight.
Blades.
Shadow blades are going to come out of Asara in about 5 seconds. Whirling Saber, the red circle here. Start whirling towards one of the bosses. Storm of Darkness is going to start in about 5 seconds. While we're in this, the army
Don't be in the middle,
will
guys.
happen.
1, 3.
You guys in the middle, you're going to be far from the circles.
All right, so here comes Army. Get your CCs ready.
Oh, this is going to hurt.
Do what you got to do.
Nope, didn't work.
You got to wait. Oh, crap.
Gorfines did not work.
Well, Gorfines will.
I think I triggered it too early.
Yeah, you gotta wait till they start moving. So yeah. So no big deal. Let's just wipe her down. So just to recap a few things that were a problem. The whirling circle will be a red.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It'll be a red circle that appears on the ground, and then it will materialize in a bunch of whirling blades. The person, if you're in that, you're gonna get knocked out. You won't die, but you'll get knocked out unless you're low. Then those whirling blades are going to head to, I think it's Asara. Okay, so even if Asara switches sides, those blades are going to follow her the whole way there. You got to keep your eyeballs open.
Hell, I'm going to kill you.
Die where you're at, Fortmere.
Just die. Come on, guys.
So, people that don't have a fame can die quickly on that stuff. So
I thought we were practicing. I apologize.
I was standing here.
Yeah, but there's only 2 people left.
There's a wipe.
Dang, I can't even practice. Rude.
Practicing apologies, then you're becoming Canadian.
Hey. Did I get anybody that could res?
Get into the middle.
Oh wait, Niobe.
Yeah, I can.
Niobe can
I want to do
res.
that.
I can res. Three of you res, two of you.
Res
So.
incoming.
Don't release. Yay. Oh, it's on the other side. Oh, crap.
Oh. Go ahead and pull it out. Let's all get on the same
That's
side.
what she said.
I'm going down.
That's what he said.
Wait,
There's
what are
a
we supposed to be
feast.
pulling out?
That's what everybody should say. But if they're going to set the bosses up on those markers, I'd rather be on this side anyway.
Do another res, please. It
I'm
missed
resin
over
tap
here.
here.
I got red. Okay, that's weird. Somehow I hit release instead of the res.
It's all because I screwed up on pull. Instead of my pre-pot, I ended up hitting my speed boost.
How'd you do that, Joe?
I wasn't even near them. I didn't
I
touch
know.
anything.
GPS
Someone,
said it was you.
yeah, did say I.
This is actually the trickiest part of the encounter, is the 5th phase, and that's the resing after the bosses.
She like turned around and looked at me. I wasn't even anywhere near her. I was like way over here.
The bosses will
All right,
respawn.
Tap's computer froze. Should be right back in.
I told you you were a stinky dog.
I was wondering why I kept saying invalid target on the res for her.
Colada. Thank you so much. I see you doing it.
Faye needs a res, please.
Incoming.
Thanks.
Did you guys
Taps.
restart? I'm coming in now.
Tap's computer is coming back up, so she should be back in a minute.
Did her computer hit release?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
I can hear you. Sorry about that. My computer froze.
Yeah, I see that it said first hit question mark. Boss target Joe Bowie. I'm like, I was just standing there.
You looked at him funny.
I did.
Were you by chance on fire?
Nope.
Because that's been known to pull a boss or two.
Yep.
He's a fire mage. He's always on fire. Just in varying degrees of fire.
Are you guys? Can you guys hear me, or just ignore?
we can hear you. You can. Can you not hear us, Tap? Can you hear
I
us?
can
Tap?
hear you.
Okay, good.
So when that circle comes up, those white ones that you have to get into, I noticed that around the dead people they don't show up. Do they only show up near living people?
No, they show up at random around the mid part of the room, really, mid to the outside. They're just going to show up in spots around the room. Sometimes they even overlap with each other. Just you got to, when it starts casting, look around for the circles and head straight for
Oh, I can always see them. I have no problem with that. I just noticed that when I was, after that thing killed me, the swirling swords, is that when they came up again, there were none around the area that I was in. So I wasn't sure if it was something that, that only targets the living.
I don't think it really targets anybody. They just show up where they show up.
All right, I just noticed it, so I wanted to ask.
I haven't since I was in the Navy.
I play golf. I used to play golf. I don't really play much golf these days. Although we do have a golf simulator at our gym.
You know what? Here, I meant to post that.
I miss Shepard.
So, in your Discord, I posted a thing. It's this whole room can be broken into a grid, and the red squares are where those stars spawn.
That was out of the blink con.
Nice.
Got some Spyro.
I get paper zeppelins. Yay.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
He got a legendary, so he's like,
yay. Oh, I know. That's why I was congratulating him.
Yeah, it's so. Yeah, I mean, like he's saying, those circles are going to show up around where he's talking about on that map. But like I said, it's just outside the ring, in the center of the room.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I always see them.
Yep, and just keep an eye on stuff. Like I know towards the end of that, there was like 3 of us that got fulminating pulse inside the same ring, and that was pretty rough. But It doesn't actually do damage to other people till it goes off, but you still have to spread.
Yeah, that's what killed me. I was angry with you.
Yeah, it was rough.
I just hate this fight, and I think they know it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whirling blades are coming out, or whirling sabre and shadow blades, fulminating.
Those of you hanging out in the middle of the room, you should be hanging out on the ring. That will give you the shortest distance to the circles.
And flames is going to be first.
So make sure you're not on the cardinals.
2, 1. Beware.
Storm. Shadow blades will happen during this. Good spot, this.
Come on, boss.
Shadow blades are coming through. Whirling saber is going to go down. Alright, so after this fulminating, we're going to have another storm. During this storm, flames will happen. So, position yourself well so that you will be out of the middle. Whirling blades coming in towards Nora. Shadow blades are coming out of Asara. It's going to be another whirling saber. Followed by Storm of Darkness. Position yourself well. Hey, good call.
Beware.
Flames.
Still watch for any other mechanics.
Get a little closer if you can, John.
Whirling sabers going down.
Beware.
Lightning is going to be next.
Still got one flamer up.
Down.
4.
Yeah, chuckle.
3.
Fulminating's going out, followed by a storm. Whirling saber is going out as well. Followed by shadow blades. There's purple blades. Alright, so the next torment is lightning. So be prepared to spread. We still got a little bit more time, but just start planning ahead.
Don't forget to spread inside your circles.
You do have a healer down.
Shadow blades are coming out of Asara. Whirling blades will be appearing soon.
2, 1. Beware.
Torment 3.
So here comes the torment along with the boss swap.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Storm.
Beware.
Chill blood's gonna go out as well on some people. Get yourself in a nice little circle square. If you're ranged, you really should be hitting these ads, these torment guys. Chill blood's going out on 4 new people.
Orb range should be towards the outside of the room.
That's the frozen solid one. I think that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, that's the debuff. Yeah.
Before you're frozen solid.
All right, we're clear on the debuff.
Marching band next.
2, 1.
Here it is again.
Here comes
Beware.
Storm of Darkness. Get ready.
Oh, I'm stunned. Heal me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm down to 1 heal.
All right, we got 2 reses. I want Faye and Cappuccino up, please.
Army is coming up. This is a good time for army. There won't be any storms during it. Thank your local deity. There you go. The next torment will be the healing ants or the hero ants.
Epistle. That's close.
Beware. You don't have the DPS for those ads.
God, it's going down.
Here.
Try. Oh, it's frozen.
Beware.
Oh,
mop these up. Storm.
Actually, at this point, go ahead and wipe it up, and just stand in the floor, and then we'll do another pull.
Do we have a?
Still
the
that,
pylon.
that was
better actually.
That was a lot better.
That was a much better pull, guys. That was an improvement for sure.
So I didn't look to see like how many people died when army came out. I need you to, and it's gonna sound shitty, and I apologize. That is the easiest army will ever be. We didn't have a storm to worry about. We just had normal mechanics and then dodging the army. So I know like 3 to 4 people died when they came out.
I died from no heals. It wasn't from the army. I didn't step in the army. I just got no heals and I died.
Excellent.
Yeah, same here. But
Hey,
I got my trap out.
I did something stupid and it killed me. So I earned my death.
Coming in.
It's just it's such a fight of like just getting used to just surviving and try not to cut corners, unfortunately. But that went really well. I mean, 50%, and
Sorry,
it's just
Joe,
that
please.
it's that army wall that shuts things down.
You think we could get another healer, perhaps? Because I died of no heals too early on.
We're really spread out, and we're running to our spots at the same time too.
I'm not trying to blame anyone.
No,
I just asked if we could get
I'm just
another
letting
one
you guys
because
know
we're
why.
Hurting apparently.
Yeah, Aqua, do you mind switching?
I was just gonna say, should we get another healer?
No, I can heal.
It might be easy.
All right, yeah. Could you
Easier.
please switch? Can we get a
Closet, please.
Yep, closet and.
We have a Jeeves or something.
Yes.
Yeah. I can,
Thank you.
Cheese up.
Thank you, Aqua. Go ahead and
No
summon
problem.
me if you've already got it up. I'm running around the platform up here, but it's so slow to run.
So bear in mind, like if like run logs, and we can look and see like if you feel that heals are inadequate, you should be using these health stones along the fight as well, because this fight is all about like slow deaths, really. So like there's no reason to not use these things. We have a free endless supply.
I did actually.
Wait, Sixes isn't charging the rest of you?
20 people.
Oh man.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean this is a survive fight. I mean, this is not an easy one, you know.
Well, it's like I made one stupid mistake and it's like that.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
Healers aren't going to save a stupid mistakes. Like I made one and it's like, oh, it's nobody's fault but my own.
You don't
I mean,
even
I
have to
couldn't
make
even
a
save
stupid mistake.
myself at some point, you know.
Yeah, there are times where it's not even you making a stupid mistake. It's just you're out of range of the healers because you had to get in a circle and they had to get in a circle and they got in a circle too far from you, and there's nothing you can do. I mean, it's just these things happen on this fight. The only thing we can do in that department is healers try and pick an area that you're going to hang out in, so that you're kind of covering that part of the map, and then other healers are covering another part of the map. That way you're ending up in circles near it. We don't end up with like all the healers over by the markers and no healers on the back side of the room. Do you see what I'm saying? And I don't know.
I can see everybody in my range, so.
Well, right now, yeah, but
No, I mean no, and during the fight, I mean, get around. Oops, I think I just pulled.
no, they just got reset.
Aqua, do you need a flask?
Yeah, I've been hanging out
Mommy
towards the
gave me one.
back because we have less people back there, and it's easier for me to heal up there. But if one of you girls that has better ranged heals wants to swap with me, and I'll heal closer to the groups up front because I can throw more AoE heals down. I just don't have the range in the back of the room. I just have been hanging out there because not a lot of us.
What do you mean by the back? Is the back of the room?
Okay, we're in the front of the room right now where the markers are. That's what we're going to call the front of the room. The back of the room would be the far side over where Illidan is hanging out on the top of the steps.
Yeah, I've been hanging out.
Hang out over there.
I'll go on that side.
A lot of the ranged hang out on that side of the room just to give space to Melee and everybody else. Also makes it easier for us to target. But we also tend to move to the left and right hand side of the room. All I was really saying there is just, healers try not to make sure you're bunching up as a group.
More range coverage.
Yeah, I don't see where they are, so yeah, I'll go in the back.
It really wasn't a complaint or anything. It was just
no, I understand. Yep. Yeah, because I just see everybody in my range, so I assume that, they do the same thing. But no, I get you.
All right, let's give it another go. Watch your feet. Watch other players.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, Whirling Saber will be coming out first. Lightning Axe will be the first Torment. We'll have Shadow Blades coming out of Asara, followed by
Beware.
Please watch out for the Whirling Blades. We have a storm coming in 5 seconds.
4, 3, 2.
Here's the storm.
Beware.
Here comes the floor. Man, I love it when the floor just pops a circle right on me.
I know.
So convenient.
Lucky.
Purple Blades coming through. It's not going to go through the radar line. Just the tank. Whirling Saber goes down. It's going to spin him behind us in just a moment. Shadow Blades coming out of Asara, followed by a Whirling Saber. It's going to be a Storm of Darkness. During the storm, the lightning ads will be coming out. So while you're in these, please spread out.
Watch the middle. Big blades coming through. Watch out.
Beware.
Well, I guess if I get stacked.
Sorry.
Oh God.
My screen locked up. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We had a couple other things going on, not just you. Because we had lightning and people ran through each other.
I blame Fafford's wife.
Whoa, that's a bold strategy there.
So how's that couch?
Very comfy.
How's that going to work for you later?
See how that works out.
It's going to be a Storm of Darkness in 5 seconds.
2, 1.
During
Make
this,
sure
a
kill
Whirling
that
Saber.
last head.
There are hardly any circles out here in the back.
Beware.
Yeah, they are random.
I don't know. I don't believe that. I think they favor the front.
I always have plenty of circles in the back.
Yeah, I was doing alright.
The next torment will be Flames. It's in 10 seconds. During those flames, there will be a Storm of Darkness near the end of it. Please be aware. And get out of the middle. In 3, 2, 1.
You grabbing the boss? Okay.
4, 3.
Here comes the storm.
Beware.
Yep, I'm gonna die.
Yep, me too.
Don't forget you can run behind the flames, guys. I know it's a long way to go for these circles, but
We have one healer alive.
Yeah, we're gonna end up wiping it here in a second.
All right, if we're gonna wipe it up, stand in the middle.
Yeah, just run into the middle. We'll go ahead and wipe it up.
Thanks.
Everybody into the barbecue.
If you can get battle resist out, Luna.
Yeah.
I put a pile down too.
Yeah, I have on the heels, so.
I've got
all of the circles were on the opposite side of the flames from me.
Yeah, that happened to me too, but luckily I could blink through the flames. Yeah.
So what I'm saying, like right now, before Luna died, they could have done battle reses on everybody, and nobody take it until right now, and then everybody pops up alive. That's what I meant by that. Like while everybody was talking.
Yeah, I sent them to the healers, and that's
we do that.
Yeah, we're already. Yeah.
Gotcha. And it also saves your pylons.
All right. Somebody have a Jeeves or something?
Yeah, it's still down.
It's still up.
Where is it? I don't see it.
He's the triangle.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So in the back, there's like 5 people.
522 on cloth. That's hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
So just a quick note.
There were like 2
totally
circles the whole time.
But like when people are coming to the circles and you have frost on your feet, if you're plate and you stack on someone who's not plate, you will kill them.
Yeah, we lost 5 of us instantly.
Well, that was the lightning thing. I think Epistle was bringing the boss through, and to try to get to a safe spot, so it was pointed out. Like, he was doing great. It was just everybody was also spread out for themselves too.
Well,
I think I
there
did the
was
same thing on
another
my
circle
side
at
where
the
I
front of the
stepped
room
on
where
the
the
healer.
tanks normally are. He ran out of that one into another one.
Yeah, he was trying to position the boss, and I mean, yeah,
it is. This fight is not just doing it perfectly, but also getting a bit lucky. So, I mean, just it's really going to take everybody just getting really used to everything. And so there's going to be screw ups like that. There's going to be times when there's not a circle where the flame guys have got you pinched off. You can't get to a circle unless you can go through the flames, but you can't go through the flames, or it's really tight because everybody's got the electricity at their feet and you're 6 of you in the same circle. It's a rough fight. So just, keep doing your best. And we've gotten it to 50% tonight. That's pretty good. So we'll keep working it. We'll get it.
Yeah, just adding a note.
Oh, that would help.
I mean, that was a face pull, too. So
we reset the face pull.
Yeah, we reset all those.
Oh, that's true.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, hopefully, oh god, it is first.
Army will be first. That's what you want.
Well, no, I fucked up and hit Gorfians by accident. I got a minute 20. It's close.
It's all right. We have plenty of other things. People use your traps, use your ice barriers.
Storm of darkness is coming.
Stuns.
Beast don't use knockbacks. Storm.
Hunters, you can drop your traps now. They'll be up for the army.
I'll wait for him to come up so I can make sure I place it right.
You're out of the Hunter Club. You're not arrogant enough.
I'll be able to do it partway.
I'm still higher on the meter than you, so it's all good.
Whirling Blades coming in. Shadow Blades going out.
Is that arrogant enough for you?
I missed what you said. It's all good. You need to focus, I guess.
All right. To recap, we'll have a storm here in a moment, followed by army. So please be prepared while you're inside the square/circle.
Beware.
Comes the circle.
Oh no!
Fuck, I couldn't see. My camera kept clipping. I didn't realize I stepped out until I was dead.
I don't know where to go.
Alright,
wait, I'm
Dorog's
gonna
got
follow
his res.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna wait until after.
Woo! That
I
totem
don't know where I'm
saved our
gonna
lives.
res at.
Good job, guys.
Purple blades running through. Getting 0 frames. Storm of Darkness is coming.
Flamethrowers is next. Make sure you're positioning yourself accordingly.
I can AMS the next one.
Again, flamethrowers are next. Keep in mind.
Watch some shadow blades.
Yep, got my
My bad.
marshmallows. I'm ready.
We have 10 seconds until fire.
3, 2, 1.
There will be a boss transition during this.
Don't be in the middle.
Watch out, sixes. There you go. You're good.
Beware.
Tap, watch out.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Storm.
There's the frozen one. Frozen stuff.
Oh crap.
Beware.
Enjoy my icy caress before you are frozen solid.
Freaking bees.
Do we want to res it here?
All right, we're going to be spreading 2 yards.
Did you want to heal her up?
Go for
I'm
it.
almost out of mana, so I'm gonna get.
We have a Storm of Darkness in 5 seconds.
Be spread a little bit, guys. We got 13 seconds until the next ads. We need to be spread 2 yards inside our circles. Spread 2 yards inside our circles.
Beware. 2, 1.
Purple blades are running through. Watch out. And lightning torment.
Tranking. After I'm
Stay spread, guys.
Beware.
Next storm is in 10 seconds. Really need to get these ads, guys.
4, 3,
Storms in 3.
2, 1. Beware.
Come back, Kalana.
Beware.
Yeah, the DPS to get these.
No, we're not going to make it. But it was still a pretty decent pull.
Do we have a pylon to wipe on?
After I'm unchilled.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes, I put one right in the middle of the room.
No, that's not what I'm
Oh,
saying.
no, what's your question?
That's about
The
the pylon.
The question is that big, huge frost swirl. It looks like we're able to just stand in it because I was running the fuck out of it because I thought it would damage us, but it looks like you guys can stand in it and it's okay.
It just slows you down.
It does a blanket damage, but it does it across the whole room. Like you can't ignore the little minimal damage it does, but it does slow people.
So if I'm stuck
out of the middle of the
on
room
it and in one of my storms, I could just stay in it and it's okay.
Theoretically,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, but here's the thing: at the epicenter of it, it slows you by 85%. So if a darkness of the floor comes up, you know, a thing, this darkness of the storm or whatever it
but
is,
if I'm already in one,
start running out. Just get yourself out so you're ready to move. But it's not going to kill you by being in it.
yeah,
It's just going to slow you down.
I thought it would kill me, so I was like life or death getting out of it, and like it killed me to do that because I was already in one of my
I'm
circle
sorry,
storm
I rezzed and the boss was there.
I have another res, so if you guys die, it's cool.
I just hit my res button and I would happen to be
Okay, I'm
standing on
hitting
the bosses.
I'm hitting a res. Math res anyway.
I don't even know where I'm going.
Okay, I just didn't know that it wouldn't kill me.
And
I jumped out of it and killed myself because I was trying to get to a different storm outside of it. I did not know that.
Yeah, no, it's safe to be inside of. It just slows you down. As long as you're in your circle already, you're good. Yeah, and really on those, that target's a ranged player at random. I know we're not really there yet, but range should be hanging out towards the outside of the room so that it will target you and put that circle towards the outside of the room because it is like a 35-yard circle of slowing people down. So the further it is out towards the outside of the room, the less it will affect people. But that was another 50% pull, guys. So, I mean, we're getting better at it, but it's, you know, we're just going to have to...
It's progression.
Yeah, we're just going to have to get
faith.
really, really good at it. It'll be really satisfying when we do kill it.
If you guys get tired of doing a taunt swap, I can just hold the shadow ad until they swap, till the frost one comes down, because she doesn't do any damage. And then you guys could just taunt swap over on top of each other if you really wanted to.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I don't think. Anyway, at least
I mean, that way at least you're already spread and stuff. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
One less thing. Because you don't have to have a tank hold the shadow one.
All right, let's give it another go.
Charity, stuff your face.
Yeah, nom nom.
I don't have any snacks down here.
Nom.
Virtual snacks.
Oh.
No, you have snacks. I saw it.
I'm not eating cereal out of the bag on my cam, okay?
You're gonna cereal out of the bag.
It's
like
inappropriate.
It's like, I have like 2 viewers, and I'm one of them.
I have 5 viewers, thank you.
2, 1.
One of them's probably my mom, but whatever.
I only have me.
Whirling Sabers going out, followed by Shadow Blades. The first set of ads will be Army.
Sorry, Dorn, but she's prettier than you.
I don't know, Dorton's pretty pretty.
He's got a nice beard, you know.
It is.
I do have a beautiful beard.
Here's Storm of Darkness.
You do. I don't really like beards, but I don't mind jars.
Shadow Blades are going to come out of the star. Followed by a Whirling Saber.
And we got Norgan first. So that's marching band.
I actually have Gorfiends for it. Hopefully I don't die.
All right. Well, we have marching band up first. Remember, folks, help out with that. Don't just rely on Johnny.
Shadow Blades will be coming out. Another Whirling Saber, followed by Storm of Darkness. During the Storm of Darkness, there will be an army.
I keep turning you up. You keep getting quieter.
Yep.
It's that whole golf thing.
Don't want to disturb the balls.
That would be too distracting. Oh, what do we do? Oh, good.
Fucking.
I'm sorry, Dizzy. I saw you there.
I got no heals.
I think
The pulse healed me.
We're far away. Fulminating pulse is hard and takes down kids.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Well, Fafford, if it makes you feel better, you avoided killing me.
I was trying not to, but there was nowhere to go.
I avoided killing Jabui.
We lost every healer but Tap.
Well, I avoided dying on you, more or less.
If you want to try and
we have no versus.
do another pull before the end.
No,
I think we'll call it. Yeah.
This is it right here. So, it was pretty good. We got it down to about 50%ish. It was about 51.
Better than last week.
This is a tough fight, guys. Really, really a tough fight.
We'll get there.
At the last poll, we're like fighting and we're doing great. And I look at the numbers and I'm like, what? 53%? We're not
die quick if you don't have fame, please.
Wow.
Yeah, just go ahead and die, guys.
Die.
Well, it's hard to at this point.
They will now.
It got easier.
Oh, there you go, fire.
Everybody always messes up the Fame Death.
So I'm hoping whenever Ant gets in, whenever Ant's here, because we'll have a monk, we can put her, or him, I apologize, the little copy outside. And then when we say wipe, they can just go to their little clone, like taunt and go to their clone. That way we reset the boss. And it'll be a lot easier. There won't be any of this weirdness.
But in general, hey guys, pretty good raid this week.
So we're done?
We still, we're done. We still got back to Coven. That's really good.
Yeah.
Putting up a portal to New Dalaran.
I've got one coming
And
up too.
honestly, like I'm as a healer watching everyone do the circles, and it's like spot on the circles. Everybody's doing a really good job getting. And the last couple weeks, we couldn't even do that. It's really clean on those circles.
Well, the last week, because this is only our second week on Coven.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, see, it's only taken us a week, and we're really spot on getting into those circles, and a lot less people are getting hit by the purple spears and the swirly fire. Like, it's a piece at a time, but we're going to get it. We're getting there.
Yeah, and
I
it's
felt much better this week than last week.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's going to take practice, but once we're there, it's going to, you're going to be like, okay, this mechanic's up, and I got to deal with this one at the same time. And you'll get used to it, just like any other fight. It's just going to be, this one's a very complicated, overlapping mechanic fight.
But we always do it. We learn from our mistakes and move on.
Yep.
Well, I hope everybody has a awesome Easter. Happy Easter to anyone that celebrates, and happy Sunday to anyone that doesn't.
Happy
Don't
Zombie
forget,
Day.
everybody.
It's April Fool's tomorrow.
I know. Look out for those jokes.
No,
Dad's
we won't be doing that tomorrow.
No, I might be putting grapes in candy wrappers,
Oh yeah, what else?
I saw a pretty hilarious
egg in milk in a glass of milk.
I've got some good ones. Maybe some.
I saw a pretty funny meme. That was like, here's our chance to tell the kids that we hid the eggs and not actually do it.
Yeah, I do that.
Oh, that would be cruel.
No, you just gotta put stuff they wouldn't like in the eggs, like erasers for school.
Oh.
I've been saying that to my daughter for weeks, so we don't celebrate Easter. She's away tonight, so tomorrow she's gonna have an Easter basket.
How do you